Hello everyone and welcome to Toon Runes, the show that covers cartoons both old and new to give you guys the answers to questions you've always asked. And today we're going to be talking about how White Diamond is the perfect fit for a villain in Steven Universe. But before we get into all of that, I wanted to remind everyone to subscribe and hit that bell icon so that you don't miss any videos from me. Today's featured fan art is by Denen14 in the community Discord. If you have fan art you want featured on the channel, you can send it to me on any of the social media sites listed below or in the community Discord. Now that we got all of that out of the way, it's time to get on with the video. Now, I wanted to preface this video in saying that I know Rebecca Sugar has stated that there's no true antagonist or villain within the series, but this doesn't mean that all of the characters within the show are free of malicious intent or damaging ideals. So for the sake of this video, we're just going to be referring to White Diamond as the antagonist. Now, when we were first introduced to White Diamond, the first thing a lot of us noticed was her size. The fact that she's as big as she is overwhelming to us, and to Steven to say the very least. However, in being overwhelmed by her outward appearance, we haven't much discussed what little of her personality we've seen. And to be fair, we have only seen her talking for a few moments, but within those few moments we were able to pick up on general personality traits. And from what we've seen with White Diamond, she seems sort of unemotional. And what I mean by that is she seems entirely unfazed by Pink Diamond's actions and dismisses everything that Steven tries to say. Now, it is possible that White Diamond knew the truth before it was revealed, and that's why she's so dismissive. However, that is a different discussion for another time. What I'm getting at here is that White Diamond has little to no reaction to Pink Diamond's return, unlike Blue and Yellow, who both have large reactions and are still processing the ordeal. You would think that as the head and most important diamond, White Diamond would have an even worse reaction, but instead she greets Steven with a smile before sending him off to a room, which is speculated to be Pink Diamond's room. Now, her reaction may not seem like something very scary at first, but think about this for a moment. Steven has always been able to get through to people through his emotions and through his empathy and understanding. Even with Yellow and Blue Diamond, he was able to reach them through Pink Diamond's aura. Going off how the aura ability was presented, we can infer that Pink Diamond's aura was some sort of empathy ability. Blue Diamond's aura makes people cry, and Yellow Diamond's aura is erratic. Going by this logic, one could assume that Pink Diamond's aura is very heavily empathy influenced. This is only further supported by how back in Season 1, Garnet said Rose felt the pain of others when talking about the subject of corrupted gems. This is why Steven also has some empathetic abilities and connect with beings such as the Cluster, because his mother passed the ability down to him. Now, if you look at all the big fights and issues that are solved within the show, they're all solved through Steven's empathetic abilities. The Cluster, the many personal issues the gems have, Steven's relationship with Connie, and essentially every huge conflict within the show has been solved in a similar matter. Steven's ability to connect and empathize with those causing harm is his strongest and most powerful ability. When he isn't able to use this, he's kinda powerless. And so are the crystal gems. We saw how Alexandrite was stopped dead in her tracks by both Aquamarine and Blue Diamond with little to no effort, so White Diamond should have absolutely no issues with her. In fact, the only way the crystal gems were able to beat the diamonds in the first place was because Steven was recognized as Pink Diamond. If he wasn't, they would have lost and either been shattered or taken back to Homeworld. My guess is it would have been both. After all, they were losing. Lapis had been poofed directly before, and we could tell the rest of the team was struggling. I mean, Blue Diamond had an entire barn dropped on her head and it didn't even leave a scratch. If you take a step back and actually look at the crystal gems, they are a severely overpowered team in every definition of the word. They lack the technology as well as the raw power in order to defeat who they need to defeat. They have problems defeating corrupted gems, and they don't even stand a chance against one diamond, let alone the most powerful and influential diamond. Now, the reason why I say White Diamond is the best antagonist to the show is because from what we've seen, she doesn't really have emotions. It's going to be impossible or extremely difficult for Steven to get through to someone who either doesn't have emotions or isn't in tune with them. After all, if she lacks them, how exactly will Steven work his magic and turn her into a crystal gem, or at the very least, some form of an ally? And that's the thing about White Diamond. Steven can't even get a word in edgewise, so he's going to have to take a different approach, one that he isn't used to or hasn't even done. And this is what makes White Diamond as dangerous as she is. This isn't a simple case of Steven pointing out her wrongdoings or Steven simply appealing to her better nature. If White Diamond is incapable of such things or really just doesn't care, he may have to go against his ideals and actually fight. This is something Steven has been staunchly against since the start of the series, and he would rather always go pacifist. But if he's pushed into needing to make a hard decision, what will he choose? Not only will he need to struggle with going against his morals, but they will also struggle in matching White Diamond's power. And while they still have Blue and Yellow seemingly comfortable being on their side, you need to keep in mind Steven hasn't entirely won them over yet. Sure, they may be on decent enough terms to not attack him, but that doesn't mean that they'd betray White Diamond and attack her for him at this point. And even if they did, we don't know if even with the help of the diamonds, if it would be enough. It's entirely possible that White Diamond even surpasses the two of them combined in terms of strength. This is why White Diamond is the perfect antagonist. For a show that solves most of its conflicts with little physical fighting, White Diamond is going to be a tough nut to crack. She's unlike anything Steven and the Gems have ever faced before, and I feel like we're in for a wild ride. But of course, this is all just a theory. If you agree or disagree, make sure to let me know down in the comments below. I also hold polls over in my community tab after every video, so make sure to participate to see the general consensus. I also want to give a special thank you to Jeremy, who is a pro-level patron on my Patreon. If you'd like to support the channel and gain early access to scripted videos like this one, as well as receive other perks, consider becoming a patron. That being said, I will see you all in the next video. Have an amazing day, guys.